Neil Harvey was an Australian cricketer, widely regarded as one of the country's greatest batsmen during the mid-20th century. Born on October 8, 1928 in Albury, New South Wales, Harvey's cricketing journey began at a young age, demonstrating exceptional talent with the bat. His early involvement in cricket was shaped by his family's passion for the sport, which allowed him to hone his skills. He was a left-handed batsman known for his elegance, technical prowess, and ability to play both aggressive and defensive strokes, making him an invaluable asset to the Australian cricket team. Harvey's domestic cricket career started with New South Wales in the 1947-48 season. His natural ability quickly caught the attention of national selectors, and he was soon called up to play for Australia. He made his Test debut at the age of 18 in the fifth Ashes Test against England in 1948. This was the same series that saw Don Bradman retire from international cricket, which meant Harvey had big shoes to fill. Despite the pressure, he performed admirably and proved his worth to the team. In the years following his debut, Harvey became a mainstay in the Australian batting lineup. His aggressive stroke play, paired with a calm and composed temperament, earned him the respect of both teammates and opponents alike. He was a consistent run scorer and was especially known for his ability to perform under pressure. Harvey was instrumental in several key Australian victories, contributing significantly with his bat during crucial moments in tests and tours abroad. Throughout his career, Harvey played in several memorable series, including the 1954-55 Ashes series against England, where he made significant contributions, and the 1950-51 series, where his performances helped Australia retain the Ashes. Harvey's form was not limited to home soil. He also had success in England and South Africa, making him one of the few cricketers of his time to shine on all continents. In total, he played 79 Test matches for Australia, scoring 6,149 runs at an average of 48.41. This included 19 centuries, cementing his reputation as one of the premier batsmen of his era. One of the defining characteristics of Harvey's career was his longevity. He played Test cricket for Australia for over a decade, retiring from international cricket in 1961 at the age of 32. After his retirement, Harvey continued to contribute to the game through coaching and commentary. His deep understanding of the sport made him a respected voice in the cricketing world, as he offered insights into the game's tactics and strategy. In the years that followed, Harvey was also involved in Australian domestic cricket, where he had a significant influence on younger generations of cricketers. Neil Harvey's post-retirement years saw him receiving numerous accolades and recognitions for his contribution to the game. He was inducted into the Australian Cricket Hall of Fame in 1996, and in 2009, he was named a member of the Order of Australia for his services to cricket and the community. Harvey was not just a remarkable cricketer, but a beloved figure in Australian sport, admired for his humility and sportsmanship. His legacy lives on in the history of Australian cricket, and he is often remembered as one of the best batsmen to have ever represented the country. After retiring from playing, Neil Harvey remained involved in the cricketing community, continuing his association with the sport in various capacities. He took on the role of a commentator, where his insightful observations and analysis gained him further recognition. His commentary, known for its calm and measured delivery, allowed listeners to appreciate the nuances of the game. Harvey's ability to explain complex cricketing strategies made him a favorite among fans and viewers alike. In addition to his work as a commentator, Harvey contributed to Australian cricket as a mentor, sharing his vast experience with younger players and offering guidance. His influence was felt not just in his direct involvement with players, but also in his role in shaping the development of the game in Australia. He was deeply committed to fostering the next generation of cricketers, helping them understand the mental and technical aspects of the game that made him so successful during his career. Throughout his life, Harvey was also known for his involvement in charity work, giving back to the community in various ways. His reputation for integrity and humility extended beyond the cricket field, where he was appreciated for his contributions to society as a whole. His work with charities and his dedication to promoting the sport to younger audiences helped ensure that his influence was felt far beyond his playing years. In the years following his retirement, Harvey's legacy continued to be celebrated, not only by his former teammates, but by the wider cricketing world. He was often invited to major events, such as Ashes series or major international tournaments, where he was invited to speak on panels or attend as a guest of honor. His presence was a testament to the lasting impact he had on the sport. Neil Harvey's name is synonymous with Australian cricket's golden age. His contributions to the game in the 1950s helped define a period of immense success for Australia, including a number of Ashes victories, and set a high standard for future generations. His batting technique, particularly his solid defense and smooth stroke play, became the model for aspiring cricketers across the nation. Despite his success and fame, Harvey remained remarkably down-to-earth throughout his life, often shying away from the spotlight and preferring to focus on the sport and his community. His humility and approachability were key aspects of his personality that made him so beloved by those who knew him. In the latter years of his life, Harvey continued to be a respected figure in the cricketing world. He received several awards, including the prestigious Australian Sports Medal, acknowledging his remarkable contributions to the game. Harvey passed away on December 3, 2022, at the age of 94, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire future generations of cricketers. Neil Harvey is remembered not only for his impressive statistics and skill on the field, but also for the values he embodied: dedication, humility, and a passion for the game. His legacy endures in Australian cricket, and he is celebrated as one of the sport's greats, whose influence shaped the course of the game and inspired countless others to follow in his footsteps. Even after his passing, Neil Harvey's legacy endures in numerous ways. Tributes poured in from former teammates, cricket historians, and fans alike, all acknowledging the significant impact he had on Australian cricket and the sport as a whole. Many described him as a man of few words, yet his actions spoke volumes, on the field, in his mentoring, and in his service to the cricketing community. His contributions to the game, both as a player and as a mentor, remain an integral part of the fabric of Australian cricket. In recognition of his contributions, various cricketing institutions continue to honor Harvey's name. His record of 19 centuries in Test cricket remains a benchmark for excellence, and his influence is still felt in the Australian cricket team today. He is often cited as one of the pillars of Australia's cricketing heritage, standing alongside other legends like Sir Donald Bradman, Bill Lawry, and Alan Border. Harvey's commitment to improving the sport transcended his own career. His post-retirement work in coaching and guiding young cricketers helped ensure that his knowledge and love for the game were passed down. His influence on the development of Australian cricket continues to be celebrated by many within the sport, with younger generations of cricketers regularly referencing his playing style, attitude, and passion for the game. As the years go by, his name is frequently mentioned among the greats of Australian cricket. Schools, clubs, and cricket academies continue to highlight his achievements as part of their curriculums and training regimens. Neil Harvey's batting technique, which combined flair and solid technique, is still studied by aspiring cricketers who hope to emulate his success. While the world of cricket has evolved, Neil Harvey's impact remains timeless. His story is not just one of runs and wickets, but one of a commitment to the game, to integrity, and to the greater good of the community. He helped to elevate the standard of Australian cricket and set a benchmark for future generations to aspire to. Throughout his life, Neil Harvey represented the best of Australian cricket. His skill, perseverance, and professionalism are qualities that continue to inspire players and fans. His story will remain a significant chapter in the history of cricket, not just for the records he set, but for the way he played the game and the values he instilled in others. Neil Harvey's influence on Australian cricket is undeniable, and his impact is further solidified through the ongoing recognition of his achievements. He was often referred to as one of the game's great technicians, with his elegant batting style serving as a model for many who came after him. In the years following his retirement, both in Australia and internationally, Harvey was consistently regarded as one of the finest players of his generation. Even as newer stars emerged on the cricketing scene, the reverence for his contributions to the game remained high. In particular, Harvey's performances during the Ashes series have become part of Australian cricket lore. His consistent ability to score runs against England, especially in high-pressure moments, solidified his place in the hearts of Australian cricket fans. His presence in the middle order during some of the most competitive and iconic Ashes series showcased his resilience and made him a key player in many of Australia's victories over England. In addition to his contributions to Australian cricket, Harvey's relationship with his teammates and the Australian cricket fraternity was one of mutual respect. Many former Australian cricketers have praised Harvey not only for his batting prowess, but for the way he conducted himself on and off the field. His humility, despite his success, stood out in a sport that often celebrates larger-than-life personalities. He always placed the team above individual accolades, which resonated deeply within the tight-knit Australian cricket community. As time passed, Harvey's name continued to be invoked in discussions about the finest players of the 20th century. He was frequently included in various all-time Australian and world cricket's eyes, with many analysts considering him one of the greatest left-handed batsmen to ever play the game. His longevity in the game and his consistency across multiple decades of international cricket speak to his adaptability and mastery of the sport. Harvey's influence also extends beyond the world of cricket. He was a well-respected ambassador for Australian sportsmanship, known for his fair play and competitive spirit. His approach to the game was a perfect embodiment of the values that the sport promotes: teamwork, integrity, and respect for the opposition. In addition, his commitment to giving back to the game and the community was something that earned him widespread admiration. Following his passing, his legacy was celebrated in various ways. The cricketing community paid tribute to Harvey with heartfelt messages, memorial services, and discussions about his lasting impact on the sport. Former cricketers, journalists, and commentators all shared their memories of him, recalling not just his batting exploits but his character and the role he played in shaping Australian cricket. Neil Harvey's life story is a testament to the power of perseverance, talent, and passion. His contributions to the game will continue to resonate for generations to come. As an icon of Australian cricket, Neil Harvey's name will always be synonymous with excellence, and his legacy will inspire future cricketers to strive for greatness both on and off the field.